everyone. When it comes to debt, it can be difficult to know what is good and what is bad. Most people assume that all debt is bad, but that's not always the case. Understanding the differences between good and bad debt can help you make smarter financial decisions and put you on the path to achieving your financial goals. In this video, we'll discuss the different types of debt and explore how to make the most of good debt and avoid bad debt. Are you confused about the difference between good debt and bad debt? It can be difficult to distinguish between the two, especially if you are new to managing your finances. Thankfully, understanding the distinction between good debt and bad debt can help you make smarter financial decisions and get you one step closer to achieving your financial goals. On this channel, I will discuss the differences between bad debt and good debt. Stay tuned and thank you. Before we go further, please don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe for more videos. Bad debt. Bad debt is any kind of debt that you cannot or should not take on. It is money that is borrowed with the intention of using it for something that does not provide a long-term benefit and does not increase your overall wealth. Bad debt usually has a high interest rate attached, meaning that you will end up paying more for the debt in the long run. Examples of bad debt include credit card debt, payday loans, auto title loans, and other similar types of debt. This type of debt often carries higher interest rates than other forms of debt, making it more difficult to pay off. Credit card debt in particular can be very dangerous, since the interest rates on these cards can be quite high. When taking on debt, it's important to understand what kind of debt you are taking on and whether it is good or bad. While it can be tempting to take on debt that promises short-term gratification, it's important to think about the long-term effects of bad debt. If you are struggling with bad debt, consider speaking with a financial advisor or credit counselor to develop a plan to get back on track. The sooner you start tackling your debt, the sooner you can begin building wealth and improving your credit score. You may also want to review your budget and look for areas where you can reduce spending in order to free up extra money to put towards reducing your debt balance. Additionally, if possible, try to reduce your reliance on credit cards and start using cash instead. Paying cash helps keep spending in check, since you have a limited amount of cash available each month, rather than an open line of credit. As you work towards reducing your bad debt, try to prioritize those debts that have the highest interest rate first so that you can save yourself some money in the long run. Finally, don't forget to reward yourself when you reach milestones in your journey to becoming debt-free. Acknowledging how far you have come can help motivate you to keep going until all of your bad debt is paid off. Good debt. Good debt is any loan or form of financing that you take on to buy something that will increase in value over time. These debts are typically used to purchase investments, such as real estate, stocks, bonds, mutual funds, and other long-term investments. Good debt also helps you fund major purchases, such as cars, boats, or home improvements that have the potential to appreciate over time. Good debt is considered an investment because the loan will eventually be paid off by the appreciation of the asset. Good debt can provide tax advantages such as tax-deductible interest payments and capital gains tax benefits when you sell the asset. Additionally, good debt can be used to leverage more money and to achieve financial goals faster. It's important to note that good debt should only be taken on when you're confident that you can afford the payments and that the investment will increase in value over time. Taking on good debt responsibly can help you build wealth over time, but taking on too much good debt can quickly become unmanageable. So it's important to weigh the risks and rewards before taking on a large amount of good debt. Additionally, if your good debt has a variable interest rate, it's essential to make sure that you stay up to date with your payments to avoid defaulting on the loan. Finally, it's important to monitor your investment portfolio regularly so you know if your investment has increased in value enough to offset your loan payments. If not, it may be best to liquidate your position and pay off your loan instead. Keeping up with these steps will ensure that your good debt doesn't become a liability instead of an asset. The difference between bad and good debt. Good debt is debt that you incur for an investment with the potential to increase your wealth, such as a mortgage on a house or a loan to start a business. Good debt usually carries lower interest rates and can help you build a more secure financial future. Bad debt, on the other hand, is debt used to purchase items that don't increase in value, such as a car loan or credit card debt used to buy clothes and electronics. Bad debt usually has high interest rates and can quickly lead to financial trouble. The key difference between good debt and bad debt is the purpose of the loan or credit line. Good debt is an investment in something that will pay off in the future, while bad debt is spending money now that won't benefit you later on. Knowing the difference between good and bad debt can help you make more informed decisions about how to use debt in your life. Be mindful of the type of debt you are taking on and what it will cost you in the long run. Doing so will help you avoid financial hardship and set yourself up for success down the road. It's also important to keep track of all your debts, including their total balances, monthly payments, and interest rates. This way, you'll be able to prioritize payments if necessary and know when it's time to look into refinancing options. It's also a good idea to create a budget and stick to it. This will give you a better idea of where your money is going each month and whether or not you have enough available cash flow to cover any new debts you may take on. Additionally, be sure to put some extra cash away each month as an emergency fund. This way, if something unexpected arises, you'll have some extra funds available instead of relying solely on debt. Finally, consider utilizing cashback rewards programs offered by banks and credit cards. They can be a great way to save some extra money while still making necessary purchases. Why it's important to know the difference. Knowing the difference between good debt and bad debt is key to achieving financial success. Good debt can help you build long-term wealth and can be used for investments that will generate a return. Bad debt, on the other hand, can do more harm than good. It can lead to high interest rates, making it difficult to get out of debt and can leave you struggling financially. Good debt has some definite benefits, such as getting lower interest rates, access to larger loan amounts, and taking advantage of tax benefits. You can use good debt to purchase things like a house or a car that will appreciate in value over time. Good debt can also be used to finance investments in yourself or your business that have the potential to increase your future income. Bad debt is usually associated with high-interest consumer purchases, such as credit cards and payday loans. This kind of debt often carries high interest rates and can quickly spiral out of control. Credit card debt can take years to pay off and leave you with very little progress in terms of building your wealth. Payday loans can be even more problematic, as the interest rates are often much higher than those associated with regular loans. It's important to know the difference between good debt and bad debt so that you can make the best decisions for your financial future. By understanding the different types of debt and how they affect your finances, you can choose the right type of loan for your situation and make wise financial decisions that will help you reach your goals. If you find yourself in debt, there are several options available to help you manage and eliminate it. Try negotiating with creditors to reduce interest rates and set up payment plans that fit your budget. You may also consider consolidating your debts into one payment with a personal loan, which may provide better terms than other forms of financing. In extreme cases, bankruptcy may be an option if other solutions aren't successful. Regardless of which approach you decide to take, remember to stay focused on paying off your debt as soon as possible. Building an emergency fund is also important. It's essential to have some savings available in case of an unexpected expense or financial setback. Finally, keep an eye on your credit score and focus on building it up by paying bills on time and avoiding unnecessary borrowing. With proper planning and discipline, you'll eventually be able to achieve financial freedom. Thanks for watching. For more reviews and updates about the difference between bad debt and good debt, subscribe to our YouTube channel and stay tuned. Thank you.